Welcome back, everybody, to Season 1, Episode 2 of Heat. I am your host, Botch, and we are just getting started with our new property claim here in the middle of America. We've got Fort Botch, with our double-headed snake or two-headed snake as our emblem. I've put down my land claim and my shipping box just to kind of get started. And we are going to begin by trying to get our house built because we're going to need a place to live. And I'm also going to try to get some of this material that we see around us broken up and sold so that we can get some money. Because we'll need money right away as well. And actually, before we even do any of that, let's get some water, because I just realized that we don't have any water, and there's really no water super close by, so I'm just going to head on down to a river that I saw down this road. I love these deep forests. I used to like to carve out a little spot in these forests and build my home inside it. Not only is it just pretty and peaceful and kind of cool looking, but it also hides you from other players if you're playing in a hostile place. It's not as obvious, not as easy to find you. There are certain places I feel like are predictable when it comes to where places build, and that's one that'll hide you better than most places. Down this road here, we should find a river, and we'll get ourselves some water so we stay hydrated while we're working. That's very important. Let's see, while we're moving, I always like to multitask if I can, so while we're moving, we'll get some things crafted. I'll show you what the thing I did, the clipboard that I just made, I'll show you what that does when we get back to camp. Should be down here somewhere. I think I see it there in the distance. I just stick to the roads. Server will save in 15 minutes. So if you hadn't seen the first episode, I'll just remind you that we're playing on our own private server. I just rented a server for the occasion, just so we wouldn't have too much competition or too many ugly buildings or too much in our way. We could just enjoy the game the way we want to. If you have friends that you can play with, I do actually recommend this game for people to play with their friends, because it's a lot of fun. It can be a lot of fun. I'm not a big PvP guy personally, but you could play PvP or you could play PvE co-op. It's up to you. I just saw this here. This is a gemstone node, so I'm going to go ahead and break this up because we might get something nice for our effort, or we might get a bunch of stone which we could use anyway, so either way it's a win. Anytime you see a giant blue rock, I say break that up. Whatever it happens to be in life. That's advice from Botched to you, so enjoy that. Oh boy, alright, so we got some pyrite, some sulfur. That's not too bad. It's not the most expensive thing, but it ain't nothing, so. Alright. And since we're down here, I see some copper over here. We do need some money, so I'm going to break that up too while we're down here. So I think that might, on my right might be clay, so this is definitely copper over here. I'll grab that. I just thought building here on the beach, again, if it weren't for other players, might be kind of nice, but you just gotta be aware of the server rules, right? So some servers are obviously PvP, and people can be hostile that can destroy your camp, take all your stuff, kill you while you're sleeping. You know, or others, like the server can be set so that it's, you know, non-PvP. It can be set so that you can't destroy other people's camps, things like that. It just depends on the rules of the server. So definitely want to try to learn that, you know, as early as possible, so you know what to expect. That should be enough. In fact, what I'm going to do is go ahead and spin this other point that we got. Take the edge off a little bit. Alright, so now we just have a run back to camp. If I was smart, I would have brought my shipping container, but it's okay. This lovely black rock over here, I believe it's oil shale. It's pretty good money right there if you can get it. We're heading south, is that right? Oh yeah, okay. I get confused sometimes, so that was weird. Okay, yeah. We're heading back to our property. Looks like I could use a bite to eat, so I'm just going to go ahead and snack on my apple while I run. So the indicators there on the right hand side, you can see I'm a little bit cold. I'm carrying too much weight, really close to level. So those are what those indicators mean. You want to kind of keep your eye on those, especially if you get like a little cross, that's your health. It really only shows up if you're losing health. And I've actually died just not paying attention to my health meter and, you know, just froze to death or something. I don't even remember, but just be careful of that. Pretty sure I set it on this, in this case, to where if I were to die, my stuff would not be left on my corpse. Again, this is a server setting, so you're going to want to find that out too. If you die, what happens to your things? In fact, we'll do a little test just because I honestly don't remember what I did. So you see when I enter the property line, Fort Botched shows up there at the top right, and right now it says decaying because we don't have any money placed on the marker, so we want to get that solved as soon as possible. Sell some of this. Actually, let's keep that. That's there. Get the wood. That's pretty good. Okay. So, so that's very little money, and that's enough for 3 days. So that should cover us for some time. And I'm pretty sure that's 3 like actual days, not just in-game days. So that'll keep it busy for a while. And that's part of the reason why I say, you know, it's probably, if you're going to run a server, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and increase the tax rate, because, I mean, look, that pyrite that I picked up, $432, right? So it's not a huge sum of money. We'll end up with stacks and stacks of thousands at some point, but you know, if you pick up a bunch of treasure maps and go pick those up, you could end up with a whole bunch of money. And so anything you can do to stave off that economy, I think is a good idea as a server owner. That's just my opinion. Alright, so it's getting dark now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press, I think it's Q. Yeah, so that's going to light up our helmet, so that was a little planning ahead on my part. Actually, you know, I'm going to go ahead and sell this stone too, because we really need wood to begin with, and sticks, so I'm just going to get that sold too. And we can put, we don't need a lot of money right away, so we'll just put all that on there. So, let's see, let's get some wood carved up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build kind of a framework for the house made out of sticks. And then my plan is to eventually get it to where all of the walls are made out of stone, because I think that'll look nice. I've got kind of a vision in my head of how I want the house to be. I usually build a bigger house, even straight away. I don't mind putting the extra effort, to get the house built big. And the reason for that is you're going to want a lot of equipment, like tools and benches and things like that. And you'll probably want more than one of each thing. So you'll need a lot of space. You could build like a small house for yourself to begin with, and maybe a workshop later on or something. That's up to you. Whatever style fits your play styles. Perfectly okay. Just clear cut first. But yeah, like I said, it does grow back fairly quickly. Don't hold back. What we're really after right now is sticks. In fact, I may even sell some of the wood. Really. Actually, if I were smart, I would have made a campfire. So maybe I'll go do that. There it goes. All right. So there's a. Now you can really see those bandits over there. We'll play with them at some point in the future. I'm just not prepared to do it yet. Look at all these sticks that are lying about. I need a lot of sticks. Do you want to watch your weight though? Like, it's okay to get a little bit extra, but at some point you can get overweight to the point where you can't move. That doesn't do you any good. This rock. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. What I want is, here we are. I'm going to craft, so I really want 6 of these, so let's get a little bit more rock here. That's good. Alright, I'm going to build 6 fireplaces. That's going to take a few minutes. The reason I'm building so many is because fireplaces are actually really good for making charcoal, and you'll need a lot of charcoal eventually. So it's probably not a bad idea to kind of plan ahead, and we can start our charcoal production sort of early on. There's one of our fireplaces. Let's see, we can get rid of our lead, all this other extra material. Might as well just sell it. Okay, I guess there's some sticks. So we also need a hammer. Shoot, I should have probably built that first. That's okay. So let's see here. 6. Okay, so the building plans allow you to build structures. So this is all just building in sticks, just to kind of frame it out. You can also, I think you can change it, but we're just going to build in sticks to start out with. We need foundation to begin with. So there's our foundation. Again, you really want to start kind of at the higher elevation and build out from there, because if you don't, what you're going to end up with is part of your foundation buried into the ground, and then you won't be able to build a wall or anything. So in fact, even here, it's partly submerged, but I think that's going to be okay. And then, I don't know, it's partly hard to see, but there are cross beams going to the right and then going straight ahead. And the straight ahead ones is just kind of big round cross beams, and the ones going to the right are flatter, and so depending on which way you want your floorboards to be facing, you want to just make sure that these are lined up. The big round beams are where, like, the direction the floorboards are going to go. Honestly, I don't think I care either way right now. But the only thing I want is them to be, going the same direction. I don't really care which direction. So I'll try to pay attention as I go. Hopefully I'll make a mistake there. So there's 3, 4, 5. So ideally, I would have, if I could, I would make it like 5 by 5 or something like that. But I don't think we're going to get away with that just because, this is kind of a corner lot and it narrows. So I think what I'm going to try to do is 3 rows of 5 and then maybe 1 or 2 rows of 3 or something like that. But we'll see what we can get away with. I think right here, yeah, there's a rock, so I gotta break that up. Server's gonna save in a minute. Stubborn rock, come on. Ow, alright, there we go. Alright, so let's get that last one in there. Just want to make sure it's lined up right. Yep, okay. See, and it's really high, really tall there. So that's okay because we'll build steps if I can get up there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I can get away with another. I might be able to get away with another set of 3 there and kind of have an elongated porch, but I need more sticks. Let's sell off some of this stuff. Let's see there. Oh, server saving. Yep. Let's see here. Kind of want to hold on to the stone, but I know that I'll be just carrying around bunch of extra weight for no reason, so I'm just going to get rid of it for now. Sell that off. Okay, let's place these fire pits so that they're out of our inventory and not weighing us down. So this is still technically our property. You can kind of see the outline there. So I'm just going to build them. Let's build them back here so they're out of the way. So we can get, some fire started with some of the extra wood that we get, and get some charcoal produced, and that'll come in handy down the line. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get that started now. Let's see. So you don't really need this wood right away. So let's see, it's going to burn. Oops. Got to toss it in there, into the fuel source. There. So we'll just burn the good wood. So there we go. Alright, we need some more sticks. Not sure really how many more, but a few anyways. Hoping that by the end of this video we can at least have kind of the basic structure put together. the ideal thing, that's another thing you should probably keep in mind if you're going to play on a public server, is what time of year is it, right? So I started this fresh, so it's spring. If this were summer, I might be thinking a little differently. And if it were fall, I'd definitely be thinking a lot differently. Real quick though, sometimes you'll get these little geodes that pop out when you're working. You get them a lot mining and chopping wood, so look out for those. You can also get train wraps randomly that way too. Those will appear kind of as a little sparkle. I'll look out for those, so that's all extra money. Okay, let's see how that is for sticks. So I think we just needed one more row of 3, right? No. Ideally, what if we go back one? We could, but run these trees, and then this is what I was worried about right there. See how it's buried into the ground, so I don't like that. Guess we could do 3 rows, 5. Is there something there? Yeah, this way. Oop, fell off. I have to move my shipping bin. I do, yeah. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Okay. Let's get this moved. You know what, while this is going, I just realized we have that geode. Watch this. So, take the geode, pop it in the fire spot, and then in a few seconds, that's going to pop. You can kind of see it right there on the fire. And a little gem will pop out. That gem we can sell for some cash too. Well, there it is. So, just want to make sure you pick that up. Diatomaceous earth is how that's pronounced. Incidentally, I might not sell that because it's used in some of the higher end crafting. And you need a lot. In particular, I'm thinking about cannons, because I kind of want to screw around the cannons, so I might hold on to that. Another stubborn rock I gotta break out before I can place this down. There we go. Okay. Alright, I don't think I can get away with another. I mean, I guess I could do one, like right there. But I think another 3 would run across the road, which isn't. It's not like it's a rule. I'm out of sticks. That's the only thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna choose not to. I think that's probably pretty good for a house. We've got what, 4 rows of 5? Is that right? No, 3 rows of 5. I think that should probably be okay. Okay. So, what are we doing on time? Oh, we got a little time. Okay, let's sell off some of this stuff. I'm going to try to keep these videos to around 30 minutes. Not going to be too strict with myself. Let's pop this down right there. Extra stuff. We don't need hay. Hold on to that though. Okay. That's sold. And then what we can do, we'll need a hammer. And we can start using some of this wood to build up the floorboards, because that takes a lot of wood. So we might as well use it while we're building, while we're collecting sticks. There's our hammer. Alright. So if you press E while you have the hammer equipped, it shows you which building materials you can use. You do have to unlock some of the other building materials, but you don't have to unlock logs, so we can just start popping those in there. It's really nice hardwood floor too. We're almost out of wood. I'm not going to be able to finish that part, so let's get to chopping. Let's see if we have enough. Ooh. Sometimes these things hide from you. They just show up in weird places. You just gotta look for them. They are worth finding. Yep. Do you have enough? Ugh, it's gonna be very close. I don't think we have enough. Nope. Let's get a little bit more wood. I'm gonna finish this deck, I swear. We're gonna need a lot more wood. And that's just for, you know, we got the floors here. The floors are actually really, like the foundations, you need a lot of wood for that. Floorboards are a little less, and then, you know, roofs and stuff like that. And we're going to do stone for the walls, so we won't need wood for that. We'll have a lot of sticks saved up too by the time we do all that. Okay, that should be enough. Let's see. There we go. Alright, now we have the footprint. Let's just get up here and take a look. So we have our tiny little house here. So this little short piece here is going to be my deck. And then I'll have the main house will just be a 3x5, which I think will be fine. We'll either do 2 or possibly even 3 stories. We can always build up for more space if we need to. I'll have to think about that. But for now, I think that's really good progress, so we'll call it there. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.